Hey folks, how you doing? Try to turn down a little bit of the noise. Well, you can see where I'm at. I'm back in the truck. It got done a day earlier than they said. They gave us an estimate of Thursday morning. And lo and behold, it got done earlier. Hold on a minute. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I got up this morning and had a text that they had got a email that the truck was done last night. And got a comment here on YouTube just came in. But
hey everybody, it's Adam.
said all they had left to do was take it for a test drive. So well, I have to read that in a minute. But they got her test drove, and I cleaned out my ice box in the room, and just as they was getting it done, another driver done drove about 500 miles to get my load, one going to California. Company covering her butt. That was one of our dedicated customers. It had, I don't know, like 5 drops or something in the LA area. So, got to keep them customers happy. So, it is what it is. So he drug up the empty dry box, left it, and took mine probably 3 hours before I left. Maybe 4, but probably closer to 3 or less. So they found me a load about 12 miles away from the dealer. I went and picked it up, and it's going to Houston. So they asked me if I wanted to go home or keep rolling. I just threw up my hands and said, send me home. I'll go home for the weekend. Call this weekend done. Or call this week done. But, and you know, I hear a lot of drivers get upset about breakdowns and all that. You know, breaking down, that's just part of trucking. When you put the miles on these trucks that we do, and they're constantly on the go, surely you don't expect them to go forever. And then if you're a company driver, you don't do near the maintenance to them that they need to have. The company don't either. You don't really care. It ain't your truck. It's your livelihood, but it ain't your truck. You know, if you watch at some of these truck stops, you see them owner-operators out there drop that trailer, and they'll be greasing that 5th wheel and greasing the landing gear so that it actually cranks decent. You know, sliding up underneath it, checking stuff out, changing out a filter here and there. I mean, a lot of these owner-operators, you see them doing that deal. Me, I wasn't mechanically inclined, and I was home a lot. When I owned my truck, I was home at least every weekend. And I had my nephew and my son that would do it. Dadgum his nose. Give me a break again. Hold on. Oh, sorry about that. But anyway, you know, you got to expect them to break down. And I don't know how your company handles it. This company handled it pretty good. This was my first real extended breakdown with them. Now, I had a water hose busted on me out in the middle of the desert. And wasn't a whole lot they could do. I let her cool off just a little bit. It broke over there on that side, on the passenger side, just right at the end there, where it hooked into some kind of valve or something. So I took the clamp off, cut the end of the hose off, pushed it back up on there, put the clamp back on there, put in what water I had. Then some California driver stopped and gave me about 5 or 6 gallons of water. I poured in there, and he gave me enough. Then I limped it down the road about 15 miles, because I was coming across the what is that, Death Valley? So then the company asked me just to keep water in it until I got backyard. They didn't want to buy antifreeze out here at their inflated prices. Hard for me to argue with that. So, you know, that wasn't no big deal. This time I broke down about noon Friday, my time, my logbook time, and I got rolling today, Wednesday, a little before noon. It was probably closer to 10. So that's a good solid 5 or 6 days there, if you want to count Friday and today. And I get paid breakdown pay. The company hasn't officially told me what it is, and I haven't asked. One of the drivers told me that what they thought it was, and if they're correct, I'm good with that. It's an honest pay. I've talked to the owner of the company several times, especially Friday and Saturday, and talked to the head mechanic a lot, and they both was real good about calling me and keeping me informed on what was going on instead of leaving me in the dark. That was cool. To me, these big companies, you don't matter. You know, they're dealing with everything, and they're talking to the dealership, and they got 75 or 100 other drivers on their board. They don't take time to deal with you. Now, needless to say, I wasn't talking to my dispatcher. Wasn't nothing for me and him to talk about. But I thought it was pretty cool that the owner called me a few times and wanted to hear from me what had happened, how it was acting, and all that. Then the dragon wagon broke the fender on my truck, the bumper up there, which I took pictures and sent in. And I was quite impressed with the way the company handled it. I didn't understand why they didn't rent a rental truck, because they could have rented one right there. This was all warranty work, so I'm quite certain when the boss man gets done, the Volvo or whoever is warranted, because it's a Volvo motor, or Volvo truck and Volvo motor, well, it says Volvo on the gear shift. I don't know who makes the transmission. I don't think Volvo makes them, but I could be wrong. But I'm sure, since it was all under warranty, he'll get the dragon wagon paid for, probably my downtime paid for, you know, and all that. And he probably could have rented a truck and got them paid for that. I don't know. But it puzzled a couple of us that I'd talked to on why they didn't, but that's why he's the owner and the boss. I normally wouldn't have minded that little bit of time off, especially if I was getting paid. But boy, I tell you what, that motel chair and bed, oh, hurt. I got up yesterday and today, boy, my back killing me. But now I'm halfway to the house. I'm out here at Salt Flat, Texas. So, just doing that deal. Got another 608 miles to my delivery, so I can knock that out tomorrow. And then that should put me, probably speaking, 70 miles from the house. I'm fixing to find out, though. Let's see here. Home parking. That'd be the bad boy I want. Right there. So, I don't know if they're going to load me out Friday, find me load Friday, or if they're going to load me out Monday. We discussed it a little bit in the chats, dispatcher and I. And I told him whatever. You know, first I told him, yeah, I want to go home, but why don't you excuse me?
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Sure, it's uncomfortable. So why don't you find me load? I mean, I deliver 8 a.m. Friday morning. Right there. So why don't you load me out Friday and let me leave the house Monday? And this modern day computerized trucking. He told me, he says, well, that could get tricky. He says, a lot of them really don't want to
proceed to the highlighted route.
You to take that much time. You load Friday, they want to deliver Monday or Tuesday. Well, Tuesday wouldn't be all bad, but I told him whatever. You know, I'll drive the truck, you find the load. This is what it is. So that's about all of it. Not a whole lot of information here for you. Well, it put me 83 miles from the house. So I got 608 miles to where I deliver in Houston, then 83 miles to the house. Well, it is what it is. So, I got a fuel stop I'd already earmarked. Right there. There, now my tomorrow's all planned out. Alright folks, I'm gonna call it a day. So, like I said, not a whole lot here, but you're up to date. You know what I'm doing. Alright, remember, God loves you.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
Remember, God loves you and so do I. Y'all be careful out there. God bless.